Good morning, everyone. I'm Janet Montes Diaz, and I'll be leading the meditation today. I'd like to welcome you to Dawn Mountain. How many here are here for the first time? Okay, welcome. Hi. Okay, so many of you are already aware of what we do, but I always like to review once again the practice that we're going to do. And also today I'd like to emphasize a little bit more of how we prepare for meditation and our posture and why we do what we're doing. So first, I'd like to talk a little bit about posture, because posture is one of the important aspects of practice. What we're trying to do is actually, whether you're sitting in a chair or on a cushion, have the front of your body open with a strong back, and the rest or the whole of your body should be as relaxed as possible. So how we do this, let us start with our torso. And what we want is a straight torso, a straight spine, but at the same time relaxed. You can visualize a straight line going down through the top of the head down to the cushion. And we want to keep that alignment throughout the practice. Now, at the same time, we have our chest open. It's sort of like having your heart open. You can think of having your heart open as you sit. And there's one easy way to do this alignment. If you stretch your arms up and then slowly put your hands or the palms of your hands on your thighs, just keep that alignment that you had when you had your arms up. That way you're in the right alignment. And you'll notice it's really very comfortable. What we're trying to do also is just sit comfortably throughout the practice. As far as the hands goes, notice that I said to put the palms on the back of your palms on your thighs, or the front of the palms on your thighs. And this is called the resting the mind mudra. Now, we want to make sure that when you do this, you don't do it too much in front or too much in back. You want to put your palms so that you keep the right alignment. And also, there is another mudra that you can practice, especially if you feel drowsy. One mudra that you can practice is putting one palm over another and sort of forming an oval in front of you, and almost touching your thumbs but not quite, and putting the mudra. Don't let it go down to your lap, just holding it a little bit above your lap. And this will keep you in an alert mode. So when you feel you're getting drowsy, just get into this mudra and keep it that way. It'll keep you awake. Another thing is the eyes. In our lineage, we emphasize keeping the eyes open during meditation. And really the main reason why we do this is because we want to remain open throughout our daily activities through the day. We want to keep open and keep that the mindfulness that we're actually trying to cultivate with us throughout the day. But also keeping the eyes open furthers the idea of wakefulness, and it furthers the idea of being open to everything that is around you. We're not trying to emphasize just being within ourselves. We want to emphasize being with everything. So this just goes to further that idea. And it also gives the intention of being present, being awake and being present. Of course, if you find this very distracting and you're new to meditation, it's fine. You can keep your eyes closed, but it's a good idea to, in the future, start opening your eyes a little. And if you do so, you can just gaze, a very soft gaze in front of you for the first 3 or 4 feet in front of you. Now, as far as your face goes, one way to relax your face is to keep your mouth slightly open, just enough that you can feel breath going in and out, and also feel the breath in and out of your nose. But keeping the mouth open actually helps to relax the face. And as you relax your face, you also relax your neck, and you also relax your shoulders. It's important to keep the shoulders relaxed. If you feel any tension in your shoulders, just drop your shoulders. As I said before, our objective is to have the body as relaxed as possible. And the legs, of course, if you're on a cushion, you just comfortably have your legs crossed in whatever position is the most comfortable for you. If you're sitting in a chair, have both feet on the ground in a very stable position. And what we're going to do in the practice is what we call observing the breath. But you really should think of observing the breath not so much as observing, but to feel your breath. Feel your breath as it goes in and out. It's almost like a feeling that you're being breathed in and breathed out. And the reason why we focus so much in our breath and in Buddhism is that the breath also is a way of us realizing the sense of impermanence. Impermanence is a very thought after attitude to have in Tibetan Buddhism, and the breath is really very impermanent. We have to go in and out. It's never stable. So that sort of helps us to remind us of how changing everything is and how changing we are. Also, there are certain ways to focus on your breath. Of course, you can actually just focus on the in and out of breathing. But there is one focus that you can have that's a very interesting focus to have, is when you do the out breath, just sort of realize that your breath is going into space, and sort of be aware of that spaciousness, the expanse of space as you breathe out. And in a way, that sort of helps us to generate an idea that we're breathing out all our fixations and all our negativity, sort of breathing it out, going into space. And it makes us aware of the space around us. So that would be a good focus. Another focus that we follow here is also focusing on a chakra that is in our body, situated about 3 finger widths below our navel, 3 finger widths deep, And this is a very important center of the body that sort of regulates our energy within our body. So you can also focus on that and how it goes, how the breath goes in and out in that area of your body. And just be aware that one of the reasons why we want to keep a straight spine is to let this energy flow be uninterrupted. So that's one of the main reasons why we always have a straight spine. Now, as we do this, one important attitude to have is what we call keep coming back attitude, because you're going to notice as you're practicing that your mind is going to wander. You're going to start having all kinds of thoughts. A lot of times you chase after them because that's our natural way of operating through our lives. But you have to, what we're really trying to cultivate is this attitude of come back to the present moment, come back to your breath. So just keep that attitude and develop that attitude, and you'll see as you practice more and more that attitude will be with you throughout the day. And that's what mindfulness is. It's reminding ourselves to keep coming back to the present moment. Also, as we practice, it's also important to have to not judge ourselves, to not think that I'm wandering too much, I'm doing this wrong, I'm not doing it right. Really, if you notice that you've wandered away from the breath, you're doing it right, because you're realizing that you've wandered away and you just go back to the breath. So keep this in mind as you do your practice. And this practice, we're going to do one more thing, which is chant a sacred syllable. And the sacred syllable is hung. And this sacred syllable is supposed to be the sound of enlightened mind. So really what this sound is going to help us do is going to help us to clear our mind. And so what we're going to do is chant the syllable, each person at their own pace, for a few seconds until it just naturally dies down. And then you go back to observing our breath. So let us begin. We'll practice observing our breath for about 10 minutes or so, and then I'll tell you when to chant, and we'll chant together. So we'll be doing this practice for about 20 minutes. And I'll begin now. Let us chant hum. Go back to the breath. Chant. Let's chant hung one more time. So I'd like to reiterate that what we're really doing in doing this practice is trying to cultivate attention, trying to cultivate that attitude of keep coming back to the present moment, and basically cultivating mindfulness. And when we do this, we're actually also cultivating other attitudes that we need in order to develop our practice, which is steadfastness in keep doing it and keep practicing and developing a daily practice and really committing yourself to your practice. And we're also cultivating loving kindness to ourselves. We cultivate loving kindness in accepting, because when we start practicing, we start to encounter all these fixations and attitudes and reactionary patterns that we have. So we have to accept it and just be kind to ourselves. Don't be judging ourselves so much. And we're also cultivating equanimity, because as we do this, we're learning to practice to balance our emotions. And we're no longer saying this is good or this is bad in me, this is good in me. We're just accepting the sameness of who we are. And eventually, all of this that we're doing with ourselves will be reflected towards others and towards everything around you. So basically, this is what we hope to accomplish in our practice. And it of course, it takes time and it takes steadfastness. So I encourage everyone that really wants to see the benefits of meditation to develop a daily practice. And remember that the best meditation instructor that you have is yourself. I mean, I can give you all these techniques, but you know yourself better than anyone. And you'll know when you need to sort of use a certain technique or practice according to how you feel at that moment. And we're going to right now have a break I'm going to have to keep it a little short, about 7 minutes. But in this break, I just want you to be aware that during the break, think of it as an extension of your practice. Just be mindful, be in the present moment. You can talk if you like, or if you just want to sit and be present, that's fine also. We do have some snacks in the back. We have a restroom behind this partition. And also we have the book of names that I'm going to pass around. And in this book of names, we put the names of people we'd like to dedicate whatever merit we've accumulated this morning and doing our practice. We'd like to dedicate it to others, to those that are in need. It could be someone that has recently passed away, or that is ill, or that is in need, and it could also be animals, pets, and yourself. So also, we do have a sign-in sheet. If you haven't signed in yet, please do. Oh, okay, well, can you come and get it? I forget I have this on. We have a sign-in sheet, and if you'd like to leave your email address so you could be on our list, please do so. And also, if it's your first time, you'd like to leave your telephone number, and you put yes in the column when we call you. Someone will call you during the week and just answer any questions you may have. And there was something else. Oh, well, I think that's it. But anyway, we'll be back in around 7 minutes and do another short practice. Okay. Oh. Can you hear me well? Or, no? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Okay, let us do our last practice. And this practice, as you all know, in Tibetan Buddhism, it's very important to dedicate whatever we do for the benefit of others. So this practice, it's sort of like spreading whatever good things that we did, we accomplished through this practice to everyone everywhere. So This time, we're going to chant another sacred syllable, but it is the syllable ah, which is this syllable you see here. And we're only going to chant it once in 3 different occasions, and each occasion we do a certain visualization. We're going to start off just observing our breath for a few minutes, and then I'll tell you what to visualize, and we'll chant it. Chant the syllable ah. The first time we chant ah, we're going to visualize a white light around our heart center. And as we chant ah, this white light is going to spread throughout your body to all the cells in your body. This white light represents purity and enlightenment, all the good things that we have accumulated. So let us chant ah one time. The second time, we are going to visualize the white light that is within our body, spreading to each person within this room. Each person will receive white light, and each person will send white light. Now we are going to visualize the white light that is within this room, spreading throughout the city, the country, the earth, spreading throughout the universe to all living beings. We always close our practice by dedicating what we do to others. So does someone have the Book of Names? Thank you. Okay, I'm going to read the names, and then we're going to say the dedication that's on this sheet for everyone that has it. Or it could be in this booklet on page 22, I believe. Okay, let me start with the names. Mark Barrow and family, people of Virginia. Lily Gordon, Elda Cisneros. Ann Page, Gina, Leanne, Dad. Susan, Tina, Cheryl, Greg and Bardo, Rishna McBride and Bardo, Mark and Sharon Fowler, David and his mom and family, Katie Faulkner, CJ, Stephanie, Luca, Melissa, Chris, Luca, Esther and Bardo, Mart and Bedone, Anne Rody and family, Laura Rody, Rania and Barry Coots, all family, Stephanie Butler, Mike Butler and family, Everyone for Love, maybe Marby Schweitmuller, Mary Schweitmuller, Lotus Shoemaker, the Fishers, Tracy and B. Down, Charles Mann and his family, Shane Fallon, Rachel, James Wilson, Ricky and Tracy Bullard, Louise and Ann Prey, Nita McCall, and Brian McCall. And I'm sorry if I mispronounced any names. So let us say the dedication. By this good may I swiftly once become a great guru, lead all beings, everyone, to reach to that very ground. Let us also say the aspiration. May all beings always have happiness and its causes. May all beings always be free of pain and its causes. For as long as space abides, as long as the world remains, just so long may I be there, resolving all beings' pain. Okay, before we leave, I'd just like to mention a few activities we're going to have here in Down Mountain. And for those that are here for the first time, just a little background about Down Mountain. Down Mountain was founded by Ann Klein and Harvey Arbison about 15 years ago or so here in Houston. And Ann and Harvey are really very well-known Buddhist scholars, Buddhist practitioners, and goes throughout the country giving retreats and teachings. And Harvey is a psychotherapist in private practice. And so they're very, very knowledgeable about Tibetan Buddhism. And we're really very fortunate to have them here in Houston. Ann and Harvey are here every Tuesday, every first and third Tuesday from 7 to 9 giving teachings. And we have what's called a teaching series. And we're going to start a new teaching series on the 21st of January, which we call the Winter Series, and it's called Changing for the Good. How to start or stop for good this time. Okay, so this will be every first and third Tuesday until May the 6th. And it's not necessary to come to each session. Each session is a standalone session, so you can come and still benefit from whatever is taught. It will be taught by Harvey and is on retreat until March. So she probably will be here in April, but Harvey is going to give this series, and he's really very knowledgeable just for the fact that he is a psychotherapist. So it's really something that even if you're not interested in Buddhism, you will definitely benefit from. And this series is also being broadcast, and so you can either sign up for the series. If you do sign up for the series, you can see the broadcast of each session, either live or recorded. Also, there is going to be a Changing for the Good 2-day intensive workshop. So it will be, related to the series, the winter series, but it's going to be a 2-day intensive workshop given by Harvey. And this will be from Friday, February 21st, from 6:30 to 9:30 at night, and Saturday, February 22nd, from 10 in the morning to 1, and from 2:30 to 5:30. So this is really beneficial for those of us that would like to change some habits we have. So also, we're going to have a Nundro practice retreat, and this retreat is really not open to the public, but for those of us that are practitioners and that are seriously on the Buddhist path and want to do Nundro, we will have this opportunity to get together to be together in a group doing whatever practice we are concentrating on at the time. So this will be from Friday to Sunday, January 17th through the 19th. And the Friday would be in the evening from 6:30 to 9, and Saturday from 9 to 12:30 in the morning or in the afternoon on Saturday and Sunday. There is a mindfulness for everyone course that is given by one of our senior students, and I believe she's here. If you'd like to talk a little bit about it, it's.
Yeah, it's going to be a 4-week course. It's called Mindfulness for Everyone. It's kind of like a basic, it's to like get grounded in the basic, skills of a mindfulness practice. Allowing your mind to settle, cultivating what's going to especially inside, or the ability to kind of like analyze your experience. So it's good whether you're a beginner or you just want to like kind of put some more work into the foundation of your practice. And each of these will be a standalone also, so you can either sign up for the whole series or you can just come to whatever you can make it for. It'll be 4 Saturdays starting January 25th and running through January 25th. Anyway, the last Saturday of January through the last Saturday of February, it'll be 10:30 to noon, I want to say, and everybody's welcome.
Okay. So, would anyone else
Oh, I'd
say?
like to mention that we take donations to keep this center going, so if you have in mind to be generous, we have bowls up front and appreciate anything you can give.
Thank you. Okay, well, thank you for coming, and I hope to see you again.
Thank you.
Thank you.